Alright, I'm on the road right now. I'm stopped in Colorado, and I'm on a road trip, and I've driven like 1,000 miles already, and like so much stuff has been coming up for me. It's been crazy. Like this the whole time I've been driving, like it's just been like so emotional. Like I just am thinking about so much stuff, and like some of the music that I'm listening to is like just like random stuff. It's just like lyrics and stuff are triggering things in me, and like I don't know, so much stuff is coming up, and like I haven't recorded a video, like a video diary, because I've been doing video diaries for my Reiki meditations. I haven't done one in a while, so like I'm about to do my first Reiki session of the day today, but I just felt like I needed to just like talk about like everything that's been going on, because so much stuff is coming up, and like I don't know, I feel like I want to get it out and down so that it doesn't keep like coming up, or like I'm not worried about forgetting about it. So like I think the biggest thing is like me not having any idea what I'm doing right now. Like I quit my job 2 months ago, I guess 2.5 months ago, and like ever since I quit my job, like 2 months prior to quitting my job, I broke it off with my fiance, and like a couple months went by, and by the time that I broke it off with my fiance, I already knew that I was going to be done at my job at the end of July. So it was just like all this stuff happened at once. It was like, okay, I got engaged, my boyfriend proposed to me, I said yes, I felt really weird about it. Then I decided to break it off with him. I ended my job that I had been at for 3 years. And then like right as soon as I quit my job, like I moved out of my apartment because my boyfriend and I were sharing an apartment, and the lease was up at the end of July. So then I moved in with my parents. I stayed with them for 2 weeks. I road tripped out to New York to go to the Woodstock Fruit Festival, and that was my first trip alone ever, was going to the Woodstock Fruit Festival. And I drove there all by myself, and like I slept in my car on the way there and on the way back, and like that was an awesome experience. And then like my plan all along was like, I guess ever since I had broke it off with my fiance, like my plan all along was like, after the Woodstock Fruit Festival, I'm gonna travel. Like I'm gonna go travel South or Central, like Mexico and Central America. And so like I never really knew what I was doing, but like part of me just really wanted to go to Mexico, so I went to Mexico. I'm like trying not to cry right now. I'm not sad. It's just like so much is going on inside of me. Like so much is happening. It's just like a whirlwind of emotion every single day, like every second of every day. I just like am so confused and so grateful and so scared and so excited, and like it's just like so much. So it's like I've been crying a lot lately, but I'm not sad. I guess like sometimes I'm sad. The only time that I get sad is like if I feel really alone, and like I do feel really alone a lot of the time, because I'm just like driving across the country right now by myself, and like I was with my boyfriend for 8 years, and like he used to help me with everything, and like I feel so alone right now. Like I have never been by myself before. Like I've never been alone like this, or done anything like this by myself. So yeah. But what else? Yeah, so I went to Mexico. I was there for a month. Like that was crazy for me to do. And then like my plan was going to just like keep traveling through Central America, but like it just didn't feel right to me. So I had the idea to just road trip in the US, because I felt like it would just be like a little bit safer and a little bit more familiar while me still like doing stuff. I think the whole idea is just for me to push my boundaries, because I'm trying to grow as a person, and like one of the reasons why I wanted to get out of the relationship that I was in is because my boyfriend was starting to be a crutch to me. Like not by any fault of his own, just because I allowed it to happen. Like, I really like being comfortable, and like I really like my life to be easy. Like, I just default to that. Like, if that option is there, like I usually just do that as long as it's not super annoying. So that's what I was doing in my relationship, and like I was starting to get just like bored and antsy, and like I just like felt that I wasn't living my fullest life, and so I had to do something about it. So I just like made these plans on Workaway. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go. I met this guy who he's looking for people to stay with him and cook vegan food for him. So I was like, perfect, I can do that. So I made plans with him, and then I kind of really wanted to do work on like a permaculture farm. So I like booked a stay with people in Oregon, um, to stay with them for 2 weeks before I go and work with that guy. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna take my car and I want to take my bike because I want to start riding my bike again. And I have a friend in Colorado, so I was like, let me go through Colorado so I can see her. I forget why I'm even saying all this right now. Just like all the stuff that I'm going through. I guess, yeah, it's like the big thing is like being alone is a lot for me. And then it's just like it's just everything all at once. It's like all of a sudden it's just like I'm finally just like living my life, and it's terrifying. Like, I know that this is just like all the stuff that I need to go through so that I can grow, and then I can like be doing what I want to do, but it's like it's also just like scary, like camping by myself and traveling by myself and just like being by myself. It's like, and then like being on the road, like not having a home base, like not having a solid routine, like just like that's a big thing for me. It's like not having a solid routine, like not just being able to like do what I want. Like, if I don't know, like not being able to just like shower whenever I want, or just like have access to a kitchen. Like, this is only day day 3, mind you, of my trip. So it's only gonna get better from here. I'm just like feeling all this stuff, but it's like I don't know, I guess it's like that, like figuring out how to be alone, and realizing that it's essential for me to be doing this stuff alone so that I can really like come into myself and get to know myself, because that's the whole thing with the Reiki too, is like my higher self is just dying to come out, and she's like, I'm not letting her out. I've been avoiding her, and like I have these walls built up, and like I'm just trying to like get uncomfortable, you know what I mean? Like, just push myself to be uncomfortable so that I have to break down those walls. I have to break down those walls. I have to let myself out. And I'm just like thinking about all the things that like I want to do, and like what I really want to do is I'm like two options right now. It's like part of me thinks it's a good idea to go to Ecuador and like live on the permaculture fruit farm, because like I really want to be around like-minded people. Like, I feel so isolated sometimes when I'm just like anywhere I go and anything I do, like I feel really isolated because I just like live my life so dramatically different than most people. So like that's an option, but like also for some reason it's just not calling to me. Like, I don't know, I'm just like it's not feeling super good inside me. So the other option I was thinking of is maybe I'll go to Florida and do one of Dr. Morse's classes, like one of his courses, because I'm so passionate about raw foods and healing, and that's something that like I'm ready to do right now. And I think that detox and like really sticking to raw foods and like really sticking to it to a place where I can dig deep and dig down and dig in and cleanse some stuff out. I think that that's like something that it's like time for me. I think this is the perfect time for me to be doing that, and I just like that has been calling to me. Like, that has been actually calling to me, is that it's time for me to start like taking care of myself and just digging up digging up what's stuck inside of me. Like, the diet is gonna help me do that, and then also the Reiki is gonna help me do that, and like it's already happening a lot. Obviously, hence all of these tears. So I was thinking about going and doing a course with Dr. Robert Morse. And then I thought what would be really cool after that, because like another thing that's scaring me is like I don't have a job or a place to stay. You know what I mean? Like I would like to be having some kind of income, and I would like to have a home base for a while. But I also really want to focus on me. Like I really want to focus on detoxifying and stuff. So I was thinking like maybe after I take that course and I have like some actual knowledge, like the course would empower me and make me feel like I know what I'm doing in terms of like healing and detoxification. Then maybe I can like promote myself, um, like advertise myself. I think it would be cool if I like settled down somewhere and I found someone who is interested in healing through raw foods. I found someone who's interested in healing through raw foods, and I say, hey, like, if I can stay with you, I will prepare all of your meals for you, and like we'll detox together. You know what I mean? Like obviously I would probably already be a little bit more, I would just have more knowledge and more experience with everything, and not like I've obviously been in this detoxification process for a while. I just haven't really dug really deep. So wouldn't it be awesome if I could find someone who was interested in doing the same thing that I want to do, and I could stay with them? The cost, they wouldn't pay me. There wouldn't be a monetary exchange, but I would stay with them, and like they would pay for my groceries too. Like I would do all of their grocery shopping, and I would cook all of their meals for them, and they could be as involved in the process as they want. Like if they want to know exactly what I'm doing and like why I'm doing it, I'd be happy to share all of that with them. Or if they just want to like, they don't have time for it and they want to go on with their lives, but I'll just make sure that they're fed in like a healthy way. Either option would be fine with me. And then if I did that, like if I could stay with someone for like 2, maybe 3 months and like find a part-time job, so I'm just working like, I don't know, 3 days a week part-time as like a waitress or working at a juice bar or something like that, like just so that I can have some income coming in, because I am curious. Like I'd rather not just like keep spending all of my savings, because I kind of want to save my savings obviously, but I just thought that would all be really cool. That's what I'm leaning towards right now. So we'll see what happens. I have a lot of trip left ahead of me. I still have like a solid 2 months, just shy of 2 months of things planned right now. Yeah, that was just a bunch of things that were on my mind, and I just wanted to get out, not on paper but on video, because it's just easier. I'm gonna do my Reiki practice now.